How many of you have ever experienced a toxic relationship? Do you feel as if your current relationship is toxic? What are toxic relationships? Toxic relationships are where one partner is not supported by the other. In other instances, they see a competition more than a loving person. It can take many different shapes and forms, and there are many signs to look for. These are 3 major signs of a toxic relationship that are commonly seen and commonly ignored. The first is controlling behavior, where they always ask where you are anytime you're away from them, and frequently call or text you when you don't answer quick enough. The second is constant put-downs, when they undermine your achievements and criticize anything you do. The third, and worst of all, is jealousy, where your partner becomes extremely possessive and expects all your time and attention to be centered on them. Our first, controlling behavior. A lot of relationships need a large amount of trust in order to be kept together. However, toxic relationships have always been seen as having little to no trust at all in the other partner. For example, if you wanted to go out somewhere and your partner doesn't want you to leave, "I'm just going out with my friends," you say. "Why? You go out every single weekend. Stay here with me," they respond. The best way to handle this is to find the source of their behavior and try your best to fix it. If nothing changes, walk away. Constant put-downs. Imagine you got a huge promotion at your job that you've worked so hard for so long for. You go home and tell your partner the good news. "It's not that big a deal," they reply. Things like that can destroy your confidence in a quick instant. Toxic partners do this because they're very, very jealous of how well you're doing, which we'll discuss later. They also do it as a way of making themselves powerful in their eyes. A way to avoid this is by reminding them this isn't a competition and they need to stop being paranoid. Our last and worst of all, jealousy. Jealousy is a completely normal emotion we will always feel no matter what. A few partners see it as a way of caring or showing love. That's not the case. Toxic partners with extreme levels of jealousy are caused by a lack of trust and constant suspicion. Soon, it turns from jealousy to signs of abuse. Examples are emotional, verbal, mental, and worst of all, physical. How many of you enjoy the movie The Iron Giant? That movie was pitched by the director after his sister was shot to death by her own husband. A consequence of jealousy. It's all because they're jealous if someone flirts with you or if you're more successful in a certain thing. After that, they want all your attention to be focused on them so you could fail and they could be seen as someone with some sort of a higher image. A way to deal with this is by having them walk in your shoes and see how you feel. Let's look at what we've talked about today. If your partner is controlling, often putting you down, or jealous, it's a sign of a toxic relationship. If any of these signs are present, you can either resolve the issue or terminate that person from your life. As the saying goes, all it takes is one bad day. All it takes is one bad relationship to put you right back to square one, or worse. Thank you.